Ladies and gentlemen of the internet, my name is Demigod Shmurda here. Welcome back to another video. Today, I want to talk about why I stopped making Skylanders videos. Because the answer is, well, it's pretty simple. I didn't lose interest in the game. In fact, I'm playing it right now. I've been meaning to get back into it. I've been meaning to... Just because I'm a completionist, I want to grind out all the heroic challenges for all my characters. Every single one. So it's not that I lost interest in the game. If I'm being honest, the real reason that I lost interest... Okay, not lost interest. The real reason I stopped making Skylanders content is because for me personally... I feel like the more that I stayed in the Skylanders community, or at least the SkyTuber community, the more things I did in the Skylanders games, the more challenges I took on, the more locks I did, especially. It always felt like... Especially when I announced the Unlock Trilogy, after I started recording those videos. It always felt like I was doing it because I had something to prove. It always felt like, you know, I'm not doing it because I want to. I'm doing it because I feel like I have to prove that I'm the best. I have to do this new challenge no one's ever done before. I gotta do... Oh, see, there's this new freaking lock idea I have. I gotta prove I'm the best at it. I gotta practice. I gotta get better at the game. I gotta play the heroic challenges so that I can increase my stats for my characters for when I'm doing, for when I'm doing Giants, because that is a hard-ass game on Nightmare Mode. And it just, like, it left me really sour on the games. It left me... The fact that I felt like I was always going to be inferior to people like Crash, like Igknight. Yeah, and me and Igknight are friends. Or at least, I think we're cool. We haven't talked since the Soul Links, pretty much. Remember when those were a thing? It just, like, I didn't want to feel like I had something to prove anymore. I wanted to make the content I wanted to make. I wanted to have that freedom. So I just kind of dropped Skylanders because it wasn't fun anymore for a time. For now, I don't know if it's fun now. I don't. I want it to be. And I really do want to enjoy these games, but I feel like the more that I take on hard locks and stuff like that in Skylanders, it's not the same as when you do a Nuzlocke in Pokemon. It's really not, and I appreciate Crash for creating the idea. I really do, but it's not like in Pokemon. When you're doing a Nuzlocke in Pokemon, you can add hundreds of thousands of different rules to make everything harder on yourself. But when you're playing Pokemon, especially as a Nuzlocke, you always feel like you have control over what happens to your team. You always feel like like, there's every single situation is manageable. Like, you can win. Even, like, I'm still playing Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, and I found out that the gym leaders have EVs on their Pokemon. And that really excites me as a Nuzlocker. I want to do that. I want to take on a main series Pokemon game where the gym leaders have a team with EVs. Because it adds to that sort of, that manageable difficulty. And so it comes down to like a numbers game in Pokemon, where it's like, okay, so I know I'm fighting this trainer, this Pokemon could have this move, so I gotta have this Pokemon on my team to prepare for that. I gotta do this to be able to prepare for this, I gotta do this to be able to prepare for this, I gotta manage my encounters, I gotta keep track of everything. And it's just not like that with Skylanders. It's just not. Because with Skylanders, there's no thought to it, really. Like, a lot of the easier segments, your brain just goes on autopilot. And then in a lot of the harder segments, well, if I'm being completely honest about myself, the pressure starts to get to you. And eventually, for me personally, it got to a point where I realized the more pressure that I put on myself to do these harder and harder challenges, to prove that I am or was the best Skylanders player on YouTube, I just kind of fell out of love with the series. And I think that speaks to the fact that this is, I think, the first day in, like, a lot of months where I'm actually sitting down and playing Skylanders. And I'm not unenjoying myself. I'm sitting here memeing, I'm singing my songs and stuff like that while I'm just listening to my music and completing heroic challenges and stuff like that. So I won't say I'm not having fun, but it's kind of left like doing harder and harder locks, trying to prove that I'm the best player to this community and to myself. It's like, it was putting too much pressure on me, and the games weren't fun anymore for a long time. So, as much as I would love to do stuff like Unlocked Trilogy, go back and do all my runs again, but with harder rules and to challenge myself, as much as I would love to do that, there's no brain power to it. It's just, can you be cool under pressure? Can you button mash good? Are your characters on the right upgrade paths? And how long can you hold down A with Drobot? And, well, if I'm being honest, at that point it's just like, oh, well, now I'm just doing all this stuff, and, well, one, it's not getting views. Two, I have to edit it, and you guys know how much I hate editing. And it's just like, it's just a mess. It's just a mess. I think when I left Wobbly Gang, and obviously, like, I'm back in, but I have not been active on the server at all since I rejoined. But when I left Wobbly Gang, I left kind of on sour terms, and then they accepted me back, and it was really cool, and I appreciate them for that. The guys, Mate, Gabe, Scrubs, everybody. I appreciate them so much for, like, having me back. I know that I haven't been active, and I'm really sorry for that. But it just, like, it kind of, when I left Wobbly Gang and I started, like, focusing more on my real life, on my job, well, like, then I started putting all my energy that I was putting into these games into my job, and that included me putting that pressure from, you know, where you ever get in one of those moods where it's like, you know that this person probably doesn't think this about you, but you put that feeling on them anyway because you feel like that. Like, you ever feel like you're not doing good enough, so you put that thought on somebody else and you feel like they think that you're not doing good enough? It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that for me with the SkyTuber community, because doing the first couple locks was fun, and then I started losing characters. And once I started losing characters, it wasn't fun anymore. So I started cheating. And like, oh, trap lock round 2, that was what that was. It was me cheating, saying that, oh, you know, this is a continuation. This is not, see, I put them in the same playlist. It's the same playthrough, you know? And I was going to do that with Nightmare Trap Lock or Trap Lock Round 3, you know? And it's just, I started doing that, and it was like, it was almost like me failing twice. Like, oh, you know, I failed to do this lock the first time, and now I'm cheating, continuing it. And Unlock Trilogy also has always felt like that, where I think all of the old locks are still public on the channel, but I was going to private them and do Unlock Trilogy and have those locks be like the definitive versions, but I've never felt right about that. Never. Not just because, like, I didn't want to private the old locks because I know some people actually really enjoyed those playthroughs. Like, Make told me, don't private your old locks when I announced Unlock Trilogy, when I was doing that. And I don't think I'm going to do that anymore. I don't think I'm going to do Unlock Trilogy anymore. Just because I know what it's going to be. I know it's not going to be fun to watch. It's going to be even less fun for me to watch back. And because it's going to be hard for me to watch it back, it's going to be hard for me to edit it. Because I know I'm not having fun because I'm putting so much pressure on myself, and I'm projecting me putting pressure on myself onto the audience. And I'm saying, like, oh, everyone thinks that I need to do this, so I need to do this. And I'm putting an unnecessary amount of pressure on myself, and I'm projecting me putting pressure on myself onto my audience. And that's not fair at all. And it just resulted in me falling out of love with the series. So I don't know if I'm actually ever going to do Skylander content on this channel again. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll, like, if I do Skylander content again, it'll probably be, like, one tip for each character or something like that, maybe. Or, like, oh, here's a massive flex. I maxed out every single Skylander in every single game. I have every medal. I completed every heroic challenge. All their stats are buffed to all hell. But, like, in terms of me actually playing the games on the channel again, I don't know if that's going to happen. I just don't know, because when it comes down to it, I know who I am. I know my limits. I know how my brain works, and I'm gonna project again, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to put that pressure on myself, so because I really don't want to feel like I have something to prove. Because I know there's people out there that are better at the game than me. Obviously, I gave Igknight the title of self-proclaimed best Skylanders player. I haven't shown up to an Igknight stream in so long. I need to get better at showing up to friends' streams and just communicating with people and stuff like that. I know I need to get better at that. But that's kind of why, like, I've been just doing my own thing. I've been just, I've been working a lot more at my job. I've been just, like, playing games in my free time. Like, I've played Pokemon Sword so much. I'm doing monotype runs right now, actually. And it's really fun. Because for the first time in, like, a long time, I'm playing a game just for me. I think the last time that I played a game just for me was Spider-Man PS4. Not that I did it on this channel. I had a couple playthroughs before I did it on this channel. And then maybe before that, or after that, maybe, I think it was Detroit Become Human. It was something new, it was something different, and that was like a game that I played for myself. And then it, like, became, like, one of my favorite series I ever did on the channel, not just because I did it for myself, because I knew my audience actually enjoyed watching me play the game and watching me freak out. And yeah, I played up some things, like, I stayed on the pause menu for a long time, I overreacted during the QTEs, I know I did that. So yeah, I was like a bit of a caricature of myself, but that was a legitimately fun playthrough. It was. I really enjoyed that, but I've just been, like, playing a lot more games for myself. And apart from, like, Hollow Knight, I think Hollow Knight's the one game that I'm playing on the channel that, like, I'm actually enjoying. But that's just because Hollow Knight is a freaking incredible game. So when it comes down to it, like, just taking in everything, I wasn't playing Skylanders for myself anymore. I was playing Skylanders for an audience of people that I thought wanted to see that. And as a result, I grew a distaste for the franchise. I didn't really enjoy the games anymore, and I just kind of took a step back from it because I did not want to play them. So my content just kind of moved in a direction of stuff I actually wanted to do. And that's kind of why I'm stepping away from this channel now. I made an announcement about this in my Discord server, link in the description. That's all, like, I made an announcement a couple months ago that was just about, like, me kind of moving on from this channel. Because there's other stuff I want to do now. I don't want to just be stuck here playing Skylanders forever. Hell, I don't even want to be stuck here playing Pokemon forever. And I love Pokemon. I love Pokemon so much. I want to do I want to do other stuff. What I'm really into right now is video essays, analysis, and documentaries, and superheroes. I've always loved superhero media. Superman, The Flash, Spider-Man. Those are, like, my top 3 in reverse order, though. Spider-Man first. Those are, like, my favorite 3 characters. I want to do stuff. I want to talk about those characters. I want to explore these worlds. I want to analyze these worlds. The worlds of superhero media. I love superhero stuff, and I want to analyze that. I want to contribute to that. I want to... And on top of that, I want to talk about things. I want to make documentaries on people, on events, on things that just happen, not just in the superhero world, but, like, around it, around other things. I want to do research. I want to learn more about people and things, and I want to make videos about that. So, naturally, I'm actually mostly stepping away from this channel. Pretty much what this channel is going to be is, this is going to be me to just hang out and do whatever I want, whenever I want to do it. Except for my BDSP video, that's coming out end of January maybe, because I'm stuck catching Dialga right now because they reverted its catch rate back to 3. But in terms of where you can find the stuff that, like, I'm actually passionate about doing, I'm going to be starting a new channel. That channel is called The Thinker. I don't have the art done for it yet, because I need to get my friend to finish it for me. His tablet, his drawing tablet broke, so he hasn't been able to finish it, but we're going to talk about it tomorrow at work, actually. So I'm going to get him to finish that if he can. And you're actually going to be able to find me on that channel. And I'm just going to be talking about superhero stuff. Because that's what I'm passionate about. That's what I love talking about. That's what I love doing. And as soon as I get my PC, I'm going to make an edit. It's going to be a whole different thing, because I'm going to buy an editor. I'm going to buy a screen recorder so that I'm going to buy a capture card so that I can actually do stuff on this channel too. I'm going to buy a mic. I'm going to buy an actual setup. And I'm going to make sure that channel is where I'm putting all of my attention. Because that's what I'm super passionate about. That's what I want to do. I want to make The Thinker a success in the same way that when I started this channel, which originally was called The Gaming Channel, it wasn't even called Demigod Shmurda until I played Superchargers on the channel. And wow, that is... Oh, wow, I feel old. Pretty much, I want the Thinker channel to succeed in the same way that me 5 years ago wanted this channel to succeed. And this channel has not succeeded, and I know that, and... I want to do other things now. So, this video kind of got away from me. I started out just wanting to, like, talk about why I stopped playing Skylanders. And now it's like, now I've explained everything that I want to do from here on. So, I wanted to tell you guys that I wanted to let you know that I'm starting a new channel. It's going to be, like, a lot different than this one, I'll tell you that right now. If you like hearing my voice, you're going to want to listen to that channel, because over there, that's where I'm going to be putting all my actual effort from now on. This is just going to be like, oh, we're just going to hang out here. We're just going to fuck around whenever I want to fuck around. I want to play Hollow Knight on this channel, I'll tell you that right now. I want to finish Hollow Knight. And I want to do my BDSP video. But aside from that, I'm not going to be here anymore. So, yeah. But yeah, guys, that is it for this video. For quite possibly the last real video on this channel. If you guys enjoyed it, please be sure to leave a like and a comment. Let me know what you want. Let me know what you guys think of just anything and everything that I've said in this video. Let me know if you guys think that I made the right decision walking away from Skylanders. Let me know if you guys are excited to see me transition into The Thinker. Let me know what you guys think of just, like, the future of me on this platform. And, yeah. Peace out, guys. This is Demigod Shmurda. Edge.